When the Union Army began its occupation of Nashville in March 1862, government officials and many citizens who were loyal to the Confederacy fled the city. The Union Army began occupying the major cities throughout Tennessee, declaring martial law. To keep order, Abraham Lincoln appointed Andrew Johnson to be the military governor of Tennessee. He chose Andrew Johnson because he was the only senator from a southern state who had chosen to remain loyal to the Union. Johnson did not have an easy job. The people of Nashville hated him because he required citizens of Tennessee to take an allegiance of oath to the Union. Many of these people were loyal to the Confederacy and refused to take the oath. To punish these people, Johnson would seize their property and sometimes even put them in jail. If a minister of a church refused to pledge allegiance to the Union, Johnson would take their church and turn it into a military hospital. Robert E. Lee had become the leader of the entire Confederate Army. He heard about what was going on in Tennessee and knew he had to do something or the Confederacy would lose the Civil War. Robert E. Lee had a bold strategy. He wanted to invade the North. His goal was not to take territory from the North and force them to be a part of the Confederacy. His goal was to win a key victory in the North to put pressure on the Union to sign a peace treaty with the Confederacy and to end their occupation in Tennessee. The Confederate President, Jefferson Davis, agreed with Lee and thought that if they won a key battle on Union soil, they might be able to get the recognition of foreign nations like France and Great Britain. Lee gathered his troops and began advancing north. He entered the state of Maryland on September 3rd, 1862. The Union Army met Confederates in Antietam, Maryland on September 17, 1862. There, a great battle would take place. It would be the first major battle to take place on Union soil. The Union overwhelmed Confederate troops. They were forced to retreat back to Virginia. The victory for the Union Army gave Lincoln the confidence to issue the Emancipation Proclamation. The Emancipation Proclamation was supposed to outlaw slavery in parts of the United States that were under Confederate control, starting on January the 1st, 1863. But the Emancipation Proclamation did not free slaves in Tennessee, since Tennessee was already under Union occupation. It would be 2 more years before slavery would become illegal when a statewide vote ended slavery in February 1865, a few months before the end of the Civil War.